Good morning, world. This is the Life Motivation. We are coming here today to give out some love, some happiness, and just some words to let you know that it is okay to take it easy, take it slow today, to have fun and enjoy every little thing that you're doing throughout this day. The memories, the people, the conversations, the activities, the journeys that you take. Enjoy and absorb each and every one of those, because with that absorbing right there, you're putting awesomeness into your heart. The love that you're filling your heart with, the life that you're making is the one that you're truly wanting. So as you're taking it slow and absorbing it all in and saying thank you for the moments, for the time, for the words, for the conversations, for the activities, for the journey in general, being grateful just within that right there, and being thankful for the things that you have around you every day, the people that you're able to surround yourself with, that moves you into a different vibration state, the energy that you grab off of people with their positivity and absorbing it into you as well, and saying thank you for uplifting words, and saying thank you for the words that you can give out that is inspiration as well. Every person that we meet throughout our lifetime, we are giving information and we're receiving information, because the conversations is what is the powerful part of what we as human beings, the only beings on this planet, that we have something that nobody else does. We have vocals. That vocal cord that you have within inside, to be able to conversate with somebody, to uplift them now instead of breaking them down, to have better conversations to inspire them instead of giving them words. This tongue is a powerful tool that most don't understand. They just flop it right along because it's just been what they've taught since they were coming up. But learning how to use this tongue properly when you're speaking to others will change your entire life. Because once you start going to the mirror and you start giving the power words and the affirmations to yourself with that tongue, speaking it out loud to yourself each day, then you will find the good words are easy to flow off to others, to inspire them to do something better within their lives, to be able to go after something of their dreams that they truly want to go after, that many may not understand. But we as entrepreneurs in here, we understand. We have an open mind. We see the different opportunities that are out there that we could all take on a day-to-day basis to make ourselves a better person. You know, as an entrepreneur, we can see the ideas that people are having to create something more within their life. And what do? We commend them and say, go for it. Do everything you can to get all the ducks in a row to make sure that you have all the knowledge you need to move yourself in that direction. And once you start lining everything up and you're putting those thoughts to it, then that energy will flow to it. And then now that energy of awesomeness is there from you as well. And now you have the three keys of alignment, because you have aligned your mind, your body, and your spirit to be able to go after that you truly wanting within life. And it all starts with the happiness that you put within first, and enjoying that sunrise and not rushing it, enjoying that cup of coffee and not just chugging it down. So you've got to get to work and I've got to get to this meeting. Enjoy the day, the process that unfolds and everything that you're doing. So whether you're working for someone, or today you might be hanging out with your friends and family, because in Canada, it is their long weekend for the 4th of July. So there's many people that you're going to be hanging around for barbecues, or just enjoying a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, just visiting, whatever it is. Enjoy that moment. Sip it in slow. You know, it's kind of like a good glass of brandy. You know, a lot of people, they go to the stores and they have never really purchased a good bottle of brandy. They're very expensive. So what do? You're not chugging that stuff down like a Saturday night bottle of Jack Daniels. You're sipping it slow. And we want you to sip your life, because you have been aging just right, just like that brandy or that wine. You have been aging just right to make you a better person, a better version of you every day. And as you sip that brandy slow, I want you to sip your life slow just as well, enjoying everything that you're doing and that's unfolding. Because Benita right now, the smile that she has on her face playing with that dog, she's enjoying that moment right there. That dog wanted her attention, so now she gives it to her, the puppy love that she's giving. Yes, she's enjoying that moment. When I come in here, I enjoy this moment. I enjoy this time. I take it slow. I don't rush through this. I make sure that my words are coming out with power from this tongue so everybody can understand it and grasp it. But just enjoying the little moments of life around your kids today. Enjoying the little moments of life around you today. Sipping it slow, guys. That's the best part about it, is enjoying each journey of what we have to unfold. Too many people try to complicate the process of what they want and how they want to. I got to make this. I got to have this. Slow down just a little bit. Is it a have to have, or is it just a want? There's a difference between a need and a want. So many people say, I've got to have this. And if you truly sit back and look at it and then think about it just for a second, sometimes you may not need that in your life. It's just something that somebody else has that you think that you need, but it's not truly something that you have to have. The one thing that you need to have in this life is air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and the shelter over your roof, over your head. You have those four. You're the richest abundance person in this room right now. And guess what? We are the richest abundance people in this group right now, because we understand that we have that. We understand that we have something more within inside of us that is more richer and more powerful than any monetary thing that's out there in the world. It's called your love from your heart. That is the most powerful and most richest tool that monetary side that you'll ever have within you. That heart. Connect it. Get in tune with it. Know that you can love yourself in every direction that you go, no matter the words that are spoken by anybody else that wants to break you down because they're either jealous or they don't understand your journey. And that's okay. The jealousy does hamper a lot of people in moving their life into a whole different direction. We are not jealous of anyone else. We understand that everybody else is going through their own journey, and we inspire to make sure that you're going to be that successful person, because that's what we want for you. We want you to be just as successful in your life as I am in mine. I've created many abundance within my life, and I have lost many abundance within my life. But the biggest abundance that I didn't know that I truly had this whole time, until I connected into it, was my heart. And when I started laying that out on the table and started giving everyone my true transparency of what's going on within my life during the life motivation, because I'm not trying to motivate you to do anything better. I'm just telling you things that I have been through. My experiences, my journeys are the experiences that I have talked with clients. And then I'm able to bring out words of what was able to shift them into a whole different direction of their mindset or their thought process, or what was I able to do with my life and how I shifted it around. That's all I bring out every day is life. And we're all going through it. We all have this game that we're playing. We all have this journey that we're on, going for something that's going to make you happier tomorrow. But you have to be happy within today first, before more happiness will come tomorrow. Absorbing that right there, taking it slow with everything that you have throughout the day. We're not here in a rush. This life is not a race. Today is not a race. This 24 hours in this clock is not a race. So making sure that you're absorbing every minute, every moment, every second, and putting love into everything that you're doing. Go on walks in the nature. Are you enjoying that moment? Are you thinking about different things that you should be doing, of taking pictures? Oh, I could use a good video, or I could do this. Are you truly enjoying the moment first before you put your mind into work mode? Get out there and enjoy the sounds of the trees. We was out fishing the other day with mother-in-law, and the wind was blowing through the trees. It sounded like rain, but it wasn't rain. It was the trees talking to us as the wind blew through there. And they were dancing with the breeze. Now, have you stopped long enough to listen to the wind? Have you stopped long enough to listen to the birds sing? May need to stop and get in tune today before you jump into anything deep about business and life. Tune yourself first. Tune it into that source energy that you have within. Tune it into the journeys that you want to take within this life. And then watch it start unfolding, because you're giving a different thought process, and energy flows where your thoughts go. So are you giving good energy and saying that was awesome to listen to that wind and sounds like rain in the trees? But it wasn't. It was an attunement, letting us know we was at the right place at the right time. We had the corks in the water. We were fishing and having a good time. I was thinking of nothing else. My cell phone was locked up in a water bag. I didn't think about business. I didn't think about work. I didn't think about anything else except that moment of seeing the smiles on her face at 76 years of age and first time going fishing. That is what filled my heart that day. Seeing the smiles on her daughter's face as her mom was catching fish after fish. That's what it's all about. So are you getting in tune? You need to, because that right there will shift your life into a total different direction. Stories. What stories are you telling yourself? May need to start shifting some of your own stories that you've been telling yourself all this time for that lack of mentality. No, you're not lack. You're rich. Abundant upon belief. Now you just have to believe it. Put it within your heart that I know what I have. I know where I'm going. To you, start writing it down. Affirmations that is given out by Shannon, to us. She now is doing them every morning. So you can tune into her and her go lives and listen to her affirmations that she's giving out. She's been doing them in here for us every morning to be able to bring something back to you of a skill that you can start doing for yourself to start putting better words to you, called affirmations. Giving yourself those affirmations every morning for the way that you want the day to unroll. It's power because you're speaking them to yourself. We don't come in here and speak this for y'all. We speak this for me this morning. Things that I needed to hear. The things that need to unfold within my life. Now we're just bringing it back so everyone else can see the different little processes that I go through. So you can take a little bit yourself, take a little bit of nugget here, take a little bit of nugget there. Because if you're listening to, the Les Brown, or you're listening to the Dr. Joe Dispenza, or you're listening to Abraham, or you're listening to anything on YouTube channels or something to increase your knowledge. Now, what are you doing? You're grabbing little pieces of what they're saying each day, and you're implementing them into your story, into your life. And each person, you're grabbing a little bit more so you can round and mold yourself to be that person that you truly want to be, to bring you out into the direction that you want to be within life. It's a good day. It's good energy, good love, good vibrations. That's what it's all about.
Mike, pass the mic already, my brother.
Go for it.
Now imagine for a second, guys. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love the word so much. What it proclaims over us, what it has spoken over us, in order for us to receive part of our identity. Let's imagine for a second, and the word proclaims it, so it speaks it, and I believe it. But let's imagine, for a second that we're kings and queens or princes, and prince and princesses. So what does that mean? That means that we are to inherit an abundance of blessing. We're to inherit an abundance of love and an abundance of the secrets of gold and rubies and all of the things that we value here on earth and more. That's what it proclaims that we are to claim over our lives on a daily basis. That is operating in that abundance. In the simplicity of what Thomas just explained, we are considered the world's richest 5%. The world is living in poverty. Poverty, like stuff that we unless you literally went out and you seen families living in shanties and children sharing stocks and them not having parents but siblings taking care of siblings because their parents died from AIDS or from some sickness or they're not around or from genocide, war, like all kinds of different stuff that the world isn't, that we're not necessarily visible to. you know I love the blessings that the word proclaims over my life, and it's basically doing the exact same thing of what Thomas asks us every single morning, the majority of mornings anyways. Are you ready to receive? To read the word, or to get, to grasp that and gravitate towards that and receive that as your own, means that, hey, you can claim it, you can speak it, you can affirm those blessings, affirm that abundance over yourself. It's that a lot of people don't even know these blessings. They don't know that they're supposed to be rich. And I don't mean rich like, hey, you're a millionaire. I mean rich in You know, I don't believe everybody's supposed to be millionaires. And if everybody was millionaires, then like what would people do with it? When you see the morale of individuals, you see where priorities are with people, and you kind of, we all know, we kind of shake our heads sometimes like, that's what you value more than life. That's what you value more than your children or than your family or than, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that the true abundance is given to those that are ready to receive, those that claim the blessings, and at that, those that are ready for the blessing. You know, people say, hey, they asking, but are they ready to receive? You know what I'm saying? Is your life in alignment for that reception? You know what I'm saying? If I'm a quarterback and I say hike and I go back and I draw back and I set my position and I throw it to my receiver and he's running out. What does he do? He's positioning himself to receive that football. He's positioning himself to be in alignment, to get that reception, to eventually score a freaking touchdown. It's like that in life, guys. You know what I'm saying? We have everything that is needed for us. That quarterback in our life. That's that leadership, that guidance, that mentorship. You know what I'm saying? That kind of sensitivity in life, being in tune to the spirit, tapping into wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on a daily basis. You know, allowing the spirit of receiving to come towards us. You know, saying, hey, I'm ready to receive whatever you have in store for me, universe. You know, whatever you have in store for me, God, give it to me today. I'm in a reception mood. I'm in a reception attitude. I'm in a reception mentality. My spirit even is receiving, you know, regardless of what that is. Like, let me receive it, because I want to obtain something today that I didn't have an hour ago. I want to attain something today that I didn't have yesterday. I want to gain some ground. I want to get to a higher level, to a higher plane, a higher plateau, you know. How do you do that? You got to get yourself in alignment, you know. Where it says faith without works is, you can have faith or you can pray and you can do all of these things, but what are you doing for yourself to get yourself in alignment? What are you doing for yourself to get yourself in tune? What are you doing to get yourself out of that frame of mind of negativity and operating in negativity and thinking it from a negative, you know, position? You know what I'm saying? Or harming people with your words, you know, or being more cautious. Like, we need to be more cautious. Words that are coming out of this thing. We have power in our tongue. We have power with the breath. We have power in the words that we speak. You know, we don't, like, sometimes a lot of people, they're so nonchalant in their tongue. This thing is a weapon, guys. It is a powerful, powerful tool, powerful, powerful weapon. It is equivalent to a whip, equivalent to a sword, equivalent to a dagger. You know what I'm saying? We can kill somebody with this thing. You know, plain and simple. What do you mean you can kill somebody? I can't kill somebody physically with words. But you know what? I can hurt them. I can hurt their attitude. I can hurt their mood. I can hurt their spirit. I can break them down. Or I can choose to lift them up. I can choose to encourage them. I can build them up. I can choose to edify them. I can choose to tell them that anything is possible. I can choose to build them up and say, you know what? It's okay that you're broken. Because the fact that you're broken means that you're going to be built up stronger than ever before. You know? Bigger and better, with a firm foundation. The reason why you were broken to begin with is because you didn't have a firm foundation. Well, we're going to reestablish that firm foundation, and we're going to build you up bigger and better than ever before, and you're going to stand taller than in your latter days. You know, that's the attitude that you have to come forth with on a daily basis. You know, it's not, and I don't say this like, hey, I just wake up this way. No, 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 I don't. You know, I don't. Thomas don't wake up this way. None of us do, who have a positive attitude. We get into the frame of mind and we take ourselves there because we already know what. I'm 37 years old, so 37 years of operating in not all the time, but operating in the latter way of thinking, the way I used to think, you know? So every single day I go, okay, I know what's working and I know what didn't work all those years. So because I know what's working in my life, I'm going to continue to practice these habits. I'm going to continue to practice these routines. I'm going to continue to practice the spirit of positivity. I'm going to continue to practice speaking words of affirmation, speaking words of love, speaking words of encouragement. You know, I'm going to continue to live this way and live my life in alignment this way because I know that that didn't work for me. I'm going to do something greater. I'm going to do something bigger. I'm going to do something better now. You know, and that's how I get myself in alignment every single morning, every single day. You know, and there's days when I am in a funk, guys, like anybody else. There's days when Thomas is in a funk. And if you're sensitive to the spirit, you can sense it. But he still takes himself. He grabs himself and he says, no, I already know what that is like. He does the exact same thing. He takes himself to that place. that place of affirmation. He takes himself to that place of greatness because that's power to understand these things. Our minds, wow, they're so powerful. They're so powerful. I'll give you an example. Yesterday evening, before I went to bed, I was meditating. I was on the rooftop. You guys, I've taken some pictures, doing little go lives, couple, up there. So I went on top of, right outside my office, rooftop or whatever. And I'm sitting up there and I'm just staring at the city. And I started to think about, how random stuff pops into your mind. And I'm just sitting there in a calming state. And I'm kind of meditating on just, what I want to do with the next few days, with the next week, thinking about my kids, just a variety of different things, just sitting there in a place of peace. And I began to think about sitting on a ledge. And then sitting on the ledge, I thought about falling. And I like, ooh. But in the thought of me thinking about falling, I felt how it would feel to fall. I felt how it feel if I would have bang and scrape my arms and my hands and whatever, trying to grab whatever, if you fell off of a building. Like, I felt the experience all the way down up until the point of death. And I wasn't thinking about any of this stuff, but my brain went to there. I was in a meditative state, I was in, and I felt each and every one of those experiences, the cuts, the bruises, the bangs, all the way into the point of flop, falling flat on the ground, from 4 stories, 5 stories high, and I go, wow, now let me try this in a positive state. And I stood there and I said, okay, I'm going to calm my heart. I'm going to calm my spirit. Now I'm going to because that was just something my brain randomly just went to. But I felt it internally as if it physically happened to me. Why did I experience that? Because my brain allowed me to. The power of my brain mimicked the feeling of being hurt, mimicked the feeling of falling, mimicked the experience of going through all of that. So if that works in a negative way, if that works in a place of, wow, you hurt yourself, you can take that and use that in a positive frame of mind. So I sat there and I started meditating on different things. And I go, wow, this is powerful. This is a powerful tool. And I started to see myself on stage with a microphone. I started to see myself in groups of people, small groups, not thousands, small groups, talking to a bunch of young people, young people circling me, like a boys and girls club kind of atmosphere, bunch of students around me. I started to picture all of these things, and internally I felt the joy of that experience. Internally, I felt as if I was there speaking to them. I felt as I was there shaking their hands and engaging with them and conversating with them. And it brought this amount of joy in my heart. And I go, wow, this is such a beautiful experience. And I was never able to do anything like that. And this is just in my mind. This is literally in my mind. And I think that's why they say, and I've read this so I think this is maybe one of the reasons why they say, hey, well, have you seen the movie of such and such? And they go, well, have you read the book? Because the book is a lot much better. Why? Because the director and whatever, they made a movie and they might have, made some really cool visuals, but the power of our imagination, the power of our minds are so much more greater than what a director can come up with. You know what I'm saying? So, like, our imaginations are so powerful, guys. If you tap into that and you tap into the power of the mind, and you align yourself, man, you can get yourself to some pretty great places, man.
Greatness. And it all starts with the alignment. The power in the words that he gave out this morning. The, getting deep into his meditations, understanding, what was going on within there and how to harness it and grab it and then put the different thought process to it. There's power in each one of you to be able to do that. Where do you see yourself going? Where do you truly want you and your business and your life and all that to be heading? That is your dream. That's your desire. So are you diving deep into your meditations? Are you giving the good words of it? Are you talking good words over the things that you're wanting to happen within your life? That's what you need to do. Giving you the good words, giving you the good energy, giving you the good feeling. And now that you know that, all right, this is where I want to head, then there's a happiness that you have to find within that's going to know that, all right, this is where I'm heading. What do I need to do today? Like he said, do I need to listen to some more books? Do I need to, read some more books? Or do I need to go to some different trainings? Because there's all kinds of different trainings and people that you can get around that could increase your life tenfold. But yet, if you put the self-doubt to it, then you're going to limit yourself on where you could truly go.
Thomas, like, you don't have to, like, the average person doesn't have to, like, you don't have to, like, if you don't picture yourself sitting on the stage or doing these things, that's fine. That's something that my brain has told me that I have a desire and a dream to, like. So, like, even in simplicity, so, like, we have a lot of moms on here, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, what if you just picture order in your house? What if you picture children respecting you in a different way? What if you picture table mingling with your family, having great conversation, getting to a place where not only you are operating this, but your entire family is operating on it. You can envision whatever you want with this concept, whatever it is. I'm sorry to cut you off, Thomas.
No, it's not a cutoff. That's perfect. But that's what it is. What do you visualize? Where do you want to go? Keeping it simple. Don't overcomplicate the process. Don't try to jump too much stuff on yourself at one time. Master one of them, then move to the next. Master one of those that you're working towards, move to the next. You accomplish a goal. Guess what? You're not finished. There's other goals. There's other things. You will keep continuously doing this till the day that you die, because we are here as creators. We're not here to just, all right, I got my log cabin. I'm going to sit up in the mountains now, and I'm going to be a hermit. Oh, all right, I'm done. Y'all have a good life. I'm going to stay up here for the rest of mine. No, that's not what we're here for. We're here as co-creators to bring more to this world for the different experiences that we go through that brings different ideas and different creativities until the day that you die. Don't give up on you. Keep rocking you, the best version of you. All right, Miss Shannon, have you been writing any this morning, or we're passing them today? What we do? You with us, Shannon? There you go.
I got some.
Okay. She's going to wrap us up with some affirmation, guys, and it's going to be an awesome Saturday. We're going to go out here and do some work with my lady in the yard and get some electricity to our building, and just enjoying our life all together. And that's all we want you to do, is enjoy your life in everything that you do. That's what it's all about. Not here to be grumpy old men. Go ahead, Shannon.
I am attracting everything that is for my highest good. New opportunities, new energy, new mindset, and new connections. Sometimes I don't know where I'm going, but I will find my way, and it will be fabulous. Every day above is a good day, and I'm grateful every day to awake in the morning to be awesome.
To be awesome. Get out there and share your awesomeness, guys. Let the world see it. Let the world feel it. Let your vibrations just flow out there so they all understand what's going on. Have a good day. Love and appreciate you all.